Welcome. This is the Driven Entrepreneur Podcast. I'm your host, Dean Scarlett. Here, we go over the realities of being an entrepreneur, all the ups and the downs, the nitty-gritty, mistakes, lessons learned, and all the successes. Remember to like and subscribe so you never miss an episode. All right, let's get into it. Welcome back to another episode of the Driven Entrepreneur Podcast. Today we have Marlon and Jessica with Energetic Exotics in the studio with us. Marlon, Jessica, thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having us. Yeah. We couldn't wait. This is a long time wait.
I know.
It was like going to Disney World. We going to get this podcast.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm excited for you guys to be here, honestly.
Yes.
So, tell me a little bit about yourselves. Who is Marlon and Jessica?
Who is Marlon?
What, ladies first.
What do you got to say to that? Yeah, ladies first.
I remember, right? He just had to put that part out there. I don't know. I'm preferably a homebody. Got thrust into a business because of always
Blaming him.
Yeah. Kind of stick to myself. Well, at least I used to. Now I'm being pushed into the limelight of everything. But here we go.
Well, me, I'm always got something on my mind. Got something I'm planning on doing. Visionary, what we call it. So I could be in one situation, decide to do something different, But when I got an energetic, I got energetic. Let me just say that. We love the business, the motto. So,
tell me about the business. What is Energetic Exotics? What do you guys do?
So originally we started as just an exotic and luxury rental car company. We've fully developed into a full concierge service. So anything from cars, yachts, jets, mansions, you name it, Florida lifestyle, what you're looking for, we have it.
That's amazing. That's an elevator pitch right there. That's solid. That was good.
Sometimes I can do it.
Yeah, it's to me. Energetic Exotics is like that one-stop shop.
Yeah.
With the clientele we have, people call us, they just want to contact one person, one agent, one account manager, whatever it is, and make it happen. And I'm that type of person. I like to do it with one person. I don't want to say, oh, I don't do that, call this person, call that person, here's the number. No, I can just pick up the phone, call you from my favorite, and say, hey, I'll be down there for the week. Here's my itinerary, and I want to go from a car to a helicopter. And
you got to do that. Yeah.
So we provide a service that what we would like to do. If we was on vacation, if we go out of town, go to Vegas, this is what I want to do. And we have those agents that can be able to make that happen for you.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So you said cars, exotic cars, yachts, mansions, jets, helicopters, apparently. Yes. That's amazing.
So you ready to fly or you want to drive?
So, okay, when people come, they call you. They're like, I've got an idea for this experience, whether that's a weekend or a week. Mm-hmm. They can tell you what their full itinerary is, and you basically price out based on the things that they're trying to get.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You let them rent the cars, take the cars, or do you drive them? And the planes too. Like, how do you facilitate them actually?
So the jets, of course, they have to come with our pilots because we can't judge that, what you say you have as a license is the actual license. So our jets are coming with the professional pilots, just like the chauffeured vehicles. You have to pass certain credentials to even be able to drive these vehicles for us or fly these vehicles. If you're looking to rent, of course you can rent the exotic cars, but most people, they will get that one thrill, but then they want to sit back and relax. So let us take over like completely, not just the little piece that you think we should have.
Yeah.
But
okay.
Yeah.
So that's part of the full concierge experience.
Yeah, and normally we try to take control of that concierge because sometimes people don't know what they want. They just want to have a good time. I just want to have an experience. I just want something I can remember.
Yeah.
So if we take that control, we'll provide the jet, get you to Florida, get you back home with the driver that will take you to the jet, or pick you up from the jet. Bring you to our facility, rent a car for a day, or just for a couple of hours or however you want to do it. That evening, we'll take you to a restaurant with a chauffeur. And to the point, we have a lot of relationships with these restaurants. We can make a phone call and get you into a room privately.
Yeah.
You know, and or you or the group of whoever you with, and we give you the whole, pretty much the celebrity experience.
Yeah.
And that's something that we tend to, because people remember the little things, the details.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what we focus more on, the little things.
Yeah.
Because the little things is what really, really count, not the big things.
All right, so this business, I mean, I know for me anyway, I'm sure for everybody listening, is like very exciting as an idea. You know, to think that you can create a business out of that kind of a lifestyle is amazing. How did you come up with the idea to do this? And then, like, actually take the steps to do it? I mean, I think most people, maybe they might think of an idea, like, that'd be kind of fun to...
Something to try.
Yeah, but how do you go from imagining this to now you have access to jets?
It's funny. Sometimes you don't even imagine it. You know, we started off with one thing with the cars. We was only working with, you know, private celebrities, ball players, athletic people, athletes.
Yeah.
And we was doing private chauffeurs for them, for the family, taking them around town, taking them to the doctors or taking them to the store, to the point they will say, hey, you guys are doing a phenomenal job with us. You should tell and let everybody get an opportunity. That's when we jumped into it.
Gotcha.
When we jumped into chauffeur rentals, that's what we was focused on. And then when it came to that, hey, I'm coming from Dubai. I need a flight down there. Can you find me a flight? Oh, now we jumping into the jets.
Yeah.
Jumped into the yachts that same way. If you coming down, I want to go on a boat. I want to have dinner on the yacht. And we jumped into that. So that's how it eventually got. We didn't really vision that.
Yeah.
We visioned just doing, you know, one or two things, to the point now we in the concierge business.
Yeah.
Because what we provide is top-notch quality.
Yeah.
Our cars is top-notch quality. Sometimes the people say, did you just purchase this car? No, it's been in our fleet for over a year, you know. So we end up getting into all these other extensions that we didn't know we was going to get into. But that's how life is. That's how business
I'll
is.
say it all started from a request, though. Like you said, it wasn't something that you planned on, but somebody was like, well, what about?
Yeah.
That's how we got into the helicopters.
Let's just add it on.
And the aviation. They want to do tours, city tours. Okay, that's nice.
That's honestly, that's a business lesson right there. Go where the customers are at.
Right.
Like, what they're asking you for, that's a good idea to go, you know.
Yeah, follow that lead.
Yeah, exactly. That's good.
Right.
So you started originally with just like chauffeuring.
One car, chauffeur only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then expanded that into renting the vehicles, and then just
added
and added. And now you guys are full luxury concierge experience.
Yes.
Right.
That is pretty awesome.
Yeah, we partner up with a lot of hotels, so people want to get these group reunion rates, and we can do that as well. It goes that deep into it.
That is sweet.
And when you get your room, you got a care package for you. The general manager at the hotel greeting you, you know, by your first or last name, whatever you prefer.
That's amazing. So, okay, you've explained the progression of the business. What's the genesis of the business? Like,
it's his fault.
It's his fault. Okay, I'm looking at you then. The minute that you went from, actually, before we can get there, what were you doing before this?
So I was in medical.
You were in medical?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Completely different.
Yeah.
than this. So I still had the customer service background, so I was able to bring that over, but totally different end of the spectrum.
Yeah, very different fields.
So, but
I mean, I guess medical, you're caring for people physically. Now you're caring for their wants or dream.
I would say for their wants, because it was needs before. Now it's wants. Yeah.
I started off in the logistics world.
Okay.
You know, moving freight from country to
from state
to state, country off the ports. So I was always dealing with moving pieces.
I'll say that is like a perfect entry into what you guys do, as far as understanding the logistics of all the moving pieces of all everything. That makes a lot of sense.
All in house, because it was just like, no, if we do this here, there's no need to have. Well, I mean, you can still have people on the outside, but it just made more sense to bring everything in.
In-house, yeah. Yeah. That's pretty cool. So, okay. Question, because I don't think we've even established this. Where do you service? Is it just Florida? You mentioned the Florida lifestyle.
Right now it's just the state of Florida.
The state of Florida. The whole state.
The whole state.
Yeah. Okay.
As of right now,
Yeah.
you know, it's going to change.
Yeah.
'Cause we got clients calling from Atlanta to Virginia to Vegas.
Yeah.
So if you guys are proving anything, it's what the clients are asking for. You're going to give it to them.
Yes. You know, so I would say
But
that
you
will
still
be
don't want to expand before you're ready.
too
Yeah.
fast. So, you know, that will be something that we would work on our agenda. Where the clients are calling and asking
Yep.
is where you go.
Yeah. I love that.
Usually, a lot of people don't know what business. Your customer will tell you where your business is going to go
Yeah.
if you listen.
Yeah. That's the key. If you listen,
Yeah.
it can be very easy to try to tell your customer what,
Yeah.
and then that's not a good way to have a long lasting business.
Right.
Eventually, that'll fold up.
They always say customers are always right. You gotta
Listen to them.
you listen to them.
Yeah. So okay, you were in logistics. You were in medical.
Mm-hmm.
His fault. So it must have been your idea.
Absolutely.
Hey, how did first off, 2 questions. How did the idea come to you? 3 questions. How did the idea come to you? What made you decide to actually jump on this idea? Because so many people have ideas. I mean, people have tons of ideas. Doesn't mean they actually would do it. That jump is a big thing. And then third, how did you convince her to come with you?
Well, it all started because she's from Tampa. She's from the area. I'm from Miami. When you go out of town and you say, hey, I'm from Florida, everybody say, Miami?
Miami, yeah.
Miami? No. Everybody always think Miami is Florida. It's not. Miami do got the lifestyle. Miami do have the cars, the houses, the penthouses. They have all that. But Miami is not the only beautiful city.
Yeah.
What about the Gulf?
Yeah.
You know, we got Siesta Key around here. We got Treasure Island. The Gulf is really nice. Why not bring that here? So that's when I was from Miami, coming here. We got a lot of business people. We got a lot of nice beaches. So where is the nice cars? Where's the lifestyle?
Yeah.
Nobody can tell you during that time.
Yeah.
I don't know where to go. I don't know. What are you talking about? So I said, I think it's something that we need to start doing here.
So that was it. You left Miami, and the Miami lifestyle came to Tampa and said, they need this.
They need this.
Yeah.
We saw something that they needed. Not just for a day out by the beach with a nice car. Business people.
Yeah.
They fly into Tampa. They have a conference. They want to meet with some people and sell a product or sell a class, whatever it is. But what are they going to rent that matches their lifestyle that they came from?
Or the caliber of the meeting that they're having.
Right. Because if I was coming down here to have a podcast with you, I want to come down. If I'm talking exotic cars, where the exotic car at? Are you going to believe me?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So I need to have something that I'm coming to town that I can have a conversation with you.
Yeah.
Even though I do have it back in Chicago or wherever I'm at, I'm still able to look good. So I saw that was not just a want, but it was a need.
That's a good way to put that. So, let's amend what we said before. You are servicing people's needs. It's just a different kind of need.
It's just a different kinds of need.
Okay, so that's how you came up with the idea. Mm-hmm. Where'd you get the courage to make the jump?
The courage is my partner.
Yeah.
You know, I had to, run it by her. She's the boss. Run it by her and say, because we all business people, we entrepreneurs, we visionary. We always got to ask questions to somebody and say, what you think about this?
Yeah, gut check me real quick.
Because sometimes your mind can go so far gone, you can think so far that people are like, nah, don't do that. She saw it, and I basically told her my business plan.
Yeah.
She said, well, let's try it out. Let's try it out. And with that, having that one car and getting that one client to referral to where we at now is that you have to have faith.
Yeah.
And you got to believe in it, because not everything's successful.
That is true.
Running a business is not always, success is not for everybody. And the reason why I say that is because you got to put in a lot of work. And the reason why a lot of people are not successful, because they don't want to put in that kind of work. And you got to work hard for it to be successful at it.
Success is not for everybody. That's a line right there. You can put that on a shirt. That's good. That is good. So, okay, what did you see in him that made you go, I'm going to believe in this business? Because I can tell you this, a lot of people, if you came to them with a business plan that involved buying expensive cars, would have been like, you just want to have an expensive,
Yeah,
a
he was
fun
like,
car.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
Because like we've done other things together, and I've seen where he actually takes the time to kind of plan it out. It's not always, oh, let's do this and jump straight off the deep end. So he did take the time to actually, oh, if we start here, then we can do this. You know, the graduation of the process, not here to here, here instantly. So, I mean, I won't lie, it did take a lot of convincing because I'm like, bro, that like we don't drive this on a regular basis. So you want me to give a bulk of my money for a maybe, for a could be,
Yeah.
but yeah, just being able to have that open conversation and kind of visualize that together, what we kind of can hope to expect of this kind of investment,
Yeah.
made it a little bit easier, but definitely was not no cakewalk to be like
It was risky.
yeah,
It
very
was
risky, yeah, especially at the time that nobody, like I said, nobody else in this area was doing it.
Yeah,
It's
right
something
after
that-
COVID.
Yeah, COVID had just jumped off, and we
Yeah.
had just bought the first vehicle.
Okay. Let's talk about that. That is
Yeah.
seriously.
We were
Yeah.
That is the
in
riskiest of all
COVID.
risky times to take. Like
Like
to
we had
start a
bought the
business
car,
right then.
and
Oh,
then
and then
COVID
COVID
was
happened.
like, hey,
Oh.
so yeah,
How
Yeah.
did you guys operate in that? Like in middle.
it actually was
early?
a boom because they couldn't go nowhere. You couldn't be around people, so it was just like, well, might as well go for a drive.
There you go. That's a good way.
Chauffeur.
There you go.
Hey,
That's
yeah,
when that chauffeur came in.
Yeah.
Because now everybody wanted a certain driver
Yeah, I
that
gotta
they
get
did
this
background
one.
check on, that they know
yeah.
that's
Knew was
clear.
good and everything.
Yeah.
So now we got private chauffeur. That's what we was doing with the.
So
That makes a lot of sense.
it was
actually.
just like, oh yeah. So as long as we didn't, keep switching out the drivers, it was just like this car, this driver,
Yeah.
background checks,
whole
the
thing.
medical. We
The
want to
whole
make
thing.
sure that, yeah, you are a driver, but you don't want you to bring nothing from the outside in here, and we don't want to give nothing to you from in there.
Yeah.
So it was actually kind of a boom for us when COVID hit. I was just
Wow.
like,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, we had to really think that out because a lot of people didn't know that, but we put our 401k into it,
Yeah.
into energetic exotics. It was just our 401k. No investors, no nothing. We were just all in.
First off, that's amazing. Second off, that makes it even bigger that you just jumped on that. Like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna bet the retirement on this.
like, sheesh.
Yeah, that's awesome. So okay, so you started around COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Describe the path of scaling to where you are now. Like about how long before it was more than just the one car?
So when we bought the first car, that car was gone the day we purchased it.
Gone as in
Like booked already.
Right.
really?
Yeah.
We still have
Day
paper
of.
tags on
Day
it.
of. So every
We-
car that we got,
yeah.
it still had paper tags
While
when
we
it
was
went out.
doing the paperwork, the
People
calls
were
was coming
Yeah,
in.
because so we
incredible.
initially started with the guy that kind of helped us along the way to figure out what would be good in this area, because where was he from originally? That he was doing it, not Chicago,
I think it was
New Jersey,
Jersey
or
or
something.
something like
Yeah,
New
so
Jersey.
he had been doing here, so he was like, I can, if you're willing to listen, I'm willing to teach you.
Nice.
So what we did is he put out a couple fillers on like what kind of cars we would be interested in, put it out and say, okay, get bites on this kind of car. So when we did go pick up the car, he was like, we're going today to get the car. He was like, give me a minute. Signing the paperwork. He was like, let me know when you guys are ready and rolling. I got a car for you. Gone. We didn't get to go to dinner and say, oh, we just bought this big purchase. Didn't,
Just
hey,
all
look, we just got
business
it was just
instantly.
like cars here, cars gone.
Yeah.
So we kept that one for not even 6 months,
Mm-hmm.
and then we jumped into the next vehicle.
It was Maserati Ghibli.
Yep, white with red interior.
Yeah.
Same thing again.
The
He
wedding
sent us pictures,
instantly.
signed the paperwork, gone. Paper tags. Everybody wanted. Oh, it's wedding. It's Valentine's. It's romance. Sure. if you're gonna get it, have at it. And I mean that was one thing to learn to not become emotionally attached to these vehicles. Because if it's my car, like my day to day, no, I don't want you driving my car.
Yeah.
So you really do have to separate the two. This is
Business.
strictly business. This is your personal.
Yeah.
But for each one that he taught us at the beginning, when we sat at the dealership and we got those cars, gone.
Yeah, we had the Ghibli, then we got the G-Wagon,
Yeah, and then we
Nice.
jumped
Mercedes-Benz
into
G-Wagon, then we had a Cullinan.
then we jumped into
Escalade.
the Escalade. But yeah, he was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, so what you're describing to me, and I've heard this already from a number of different interviews that we've had come through, is the power of a mentor on the
Yes.
like at the outset.
Yeah.
Like this guy came down, he taught you, and he kickstarted your business,
Right.
like all in one go. That's huge.
It's, finding the right mentor and then actually having kind of that mindset to be open to what they're telling you and actually putting it to practice.
Yes, do it. Listen and do it.
Yeah.
Listen and do it.
Yeah,
A lot of people
you got to
don't do
really
it.
listen to people.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, some people get in this business and think they know everything. You don't. Even, I'll tell you right now, we could probably been in business for 15, 20 years. We still don't know everything.
Yeah.
Because time changed, business changed, people
Yeah.
change.
Yeah.
You constantly learning every day. You got a new client with a new idea or a new request. You can't be the one that say, "Oh, I've been doing this. You can't tell me nothing."
Yeah.
Then you'll be stagnant all the time.
Yeah, I was going to say about stagnation. Already, you guys have, I think one of the main takeaways of this discussion has been listen. Listen to the customers, listen to the mentors, like listen.
Yeah.
Listen to the business. But if you are not doing that, then you are just going to stagnate, to your point.
Right.
Because if you weren't, you would still just be doing, small, chauffeurs here or there. You wouldn't have expanded the way you guys have. Which now
Right.
you've got, the whole gamut.
All right.
All because you've tuned that listening ear and you're willing to pivot with the customer
Yeah.
and client base and grow with them.
We're willing to get into the uncomfort zone.
There you go. Yeah. Your comfort zone will kill you. Got to get out of it.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
You gotta get. It's uncomfortable. Success is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's another good line.
You creating your own blueprint. You writing it.
Yeah.
If you copy and paste somebody else's blueprint, it's gonna work for them.
It might not work for you.
There you go.
Yep. It's hard to be a trailblazer. A lot of people don't think that.
Yeah.
They a lot of times. So this is one caveat that I want to toss out there for people looking for a mentor. Like, you listened to your mentor because he was doing it in Jersey and knew how to do it, but he never done it here. And so there were some things that I'm sure you eventually were like, okay, we've got an understanding now what Tampa's like, and we can start to add things that maybe he wasn't already doing.
Right.
Like there comes a point where you have to blaze it on your own, because you can't take one-to-one somebody
Right.
else's plan and just implement it yourself. So many people online just want somebody to be like, okay, tell me exactly
how you do it.
exactly line for line what you did, and I'm going to copy that whole thing. And then it doesn't work, and they're like, well, yeah, because at some point
You have to make it your own.
you got to make it your
Let me
own.
just put it this way. It's like cooking. I can give you the recipe, but your sauce is not going to be my sauce
That's good.
until you create the sauce that everybody likes.
Yeah.
So, yes, online I can give you the recipe, but it won't be the same if you don't know exactly how to create that sauce. This is saying out there, I give you the recipe, but you ain't going to learn my sauce. Mentor is going to give you that recipe, going to give you where to go, what to do, what to look for, how to pivot. But if you're not going to take that information and create what you want to create based off that, you're not going to be where you want to be.
Yeah. Okay, so that's really good. I think one thing that actually I'd be really curious to hear your take on is, especially coming at this as a couple, because I'm sure, and it's hard enough sometimes just dealing with my significant other, my own, in day-to-day running our life.
Right.
How do you guys deal with business, and then does it come home with you?
So it when we first started, it used to. You have to be able to, like, I had to be like, hey, we don't came into this door. I don't want to hear that.
Leave that behind,
But
yeah.
like, we've been doing this all day. Whatever has been said about the business, you got this many minutes before my shoes come off, and then that's it. Because it would follow us all day, and I was like, there is no separation of personal and business, and I was like,
You're gonna lose your mind.
it's very tiring to constantly have to do that. I go to sleep with that, I wake up with that, so I just had to be like, yeah, ready, timer set, get the last bit out or whatever, and then I'm done. And then you still have to take into effect, because I have my son at home. He don't want to hear that all day long. You got to entertain him and interact with him. He can't be like, oh, you wait right here. We still got to do this, that, and the third from what we brought home with us. And then he's just like,
yeah, got nothing to do. Yeah,
right.
Mom and dad are just.
So then you stuck on screen time.
Yeah.
So no, we did have to get to the point to just, it's over.
How do you enforce that? Because I feel like it would be very easy. I'm just thinking for myself to
I'll let him answer his way first, and then I'll answer mine.
You have to take control of it, honestly, because yes, we always think business, but you gotta personally know when to cut it off.
Yeah.
You know, like when you just say, I'm done, I'm done. That's what you gotta say to yourself. You know, just I'm done. It's family. Let's just focus on eating at the dinner table. Let's watch a movie together, get some popcorn, whatever you want to do. You gotta cut it off mentally.
Yeah.
Because you have to have time to reset. If you don't reset and you do business every day, all day, you'll get burned out and your business won't be successful no more. Then you'll be like, what happened to that business? It only lasts a year.
Yeah, because he only lasted a year.
Because he got tired of it, you know. But you got to know when to shut it down. But that's a mental thing. That's something that, you know, she can't tell me. It's in you.
All right, what's your answer?
So it's kind of like when I go to the store. If I'm going to the store by myself, I put on AirPods. Have to be absolutely nothing could be planned, but that just means I'm like, this is me. I don't want you coming to me, but it's just a way for me to be like, okay, now I'm just here. So I don't have to actually put on AirPods, but that's that mentality. Yeah, my AirPods on. I don't want to hear that. We just when I take them off, then you can start saying something else about that. But I really had to section it off.
Compartmentalize that a little bit.
Because I'm like, they will have you all day, every day, sun up, sundown. I'm like,
yeah. Do you actually do that?
Sometimes I actually still put them in. Like, I'll actually put them in, and I'll be sitting there. So my son will walk up, and he'll be like, and I can hear you. I can absolutely hear you. There's nothing playing. And he's like, well, why do you have them on?
Just,
I'm just,
that's my way of saying
I'm
this
shutting
is me.
the rest of it out.
This is me.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right, business disagreements. How do you handle those? Because I mean that's going to come up. Have you, or let me ask you actually, do you have any examples of a disagreement that has come up that you feel like you handled well?
Sorry about that.
Very good. Business disagreements.
So as far as like business disagreements, our biggest thing probably like when we first started is what to get next, what vehicle to get next. So me, I'm on the more frugal end of what to buy or whatever. You see, you hear it? You hear it? So that was our biggest thing, because he'd be like, oh, this is doing good. Let's jump and get. Yeah. And I'd be like, sir, that monthly is this out front is this is this. Oh, yeah. It'll make it back. It'll make it back. And I'm like,
it's risk, yeah.
Right. It's like I'm seeing numbers, and he's just like, oh, we can do it. We can. That was the biggest thing, because it's not that I doubt that it can be done, but I have to get to that point to where I'm okay.
Well, with that,
right.
That number set, yeah.
Because I'm like,
you gotta digest that for a minute.
Yeah, I'm like, no, we can't just like, oh, I see this. We're going tomorrow.
Hold up. You gotta give me a minute.
I'm saying he really is that. Oh yeah, let's just go now.
It's optimistic.
Yeah, just
very much.
We all said, let's just go. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
You know,
I think it'll work. Let's go.
Let's just do it. She was like, no, we're gonna go get this car. No, the Aventador. Let's get it. 600,000. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
And she, no, wait. I'm like, you can make $30,000 in 2 weeks. What you talking about? 700? Or, no. Yeah, I gotta go to bed and get mad, but then I wake up and be like, you know what? You're right. You know.
I mean, he will argue you down for a minute, and then he'd be like, "Oh, now I see it."
Oh, so you come around.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do come
Like you
around.
said, after you go to sleep, because he gonna go to
Let
he
him-
gonna go to bed because I want this one.
Yeah, like you said, you gotta get checked.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I get checked all the time.
That's good though. No, that's like really that's an important
It's-
thing.
it
You know,
is-
having somebody you trust
Yeah.
who also has a material interest in making sure it succeeds. Like
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand how we can work so good together and be married. At
that's
the same time.
kind of what I'm getting to because like it's impressive. That's not common.
A lot of people ask us that.
Like, how do y'all get along? At the end of the day, that's like a best friend. That's your partner. That's this the board meeting.
Yeah.
You get what I'm. So we have to come to some type of understanding. I know my place and I know her place and she knows hers. So there's some things we don't cross and some things like when it comes to money, it comes to the budget.
Yeah.
I get her to give me the okay.
She's final say.
I have to have that some type of understanding.
Constraint on
I don't
you.
want to pull my card. I'm gonna do it.
Mm.
I'm not gonna do that because I wouldn't want her to do that towards me.
Yeah.
So we have a good mutual understanding.
Yeah.
I think it's a good balance in the personalities too. He's the rah rah rah. I'm in the background and wanting to keep to myself and really
Go wait, hold on. Let me check this real quick.
detailed on the stuff that I need to know first before I can say okay yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that complete kind of yin and yang. I'm the calm before the storm, and then he's just
The storm.
Let's do
yeah,
it.
he's just like
storm.
yeah. So
They see me
it's-
coming out the dealership. They're like, hey. They see her. We're not gonna go.
Yeah, nothing's happening.
She gonna stop them.
That's hilarious. That is great.
We went to pitch on that. We went to a dealership in Pompano, so we went to go buy some cars.
Yeah.
And they had like a garage of just Porsche, Aston Martin, Bentleys, just on every level. So the lady, she was like, "So which one you looking for?" I'm looking. I had some blue tape. Put on that car. Blue tape. Put on that car. I'm just putting on cars. Behind me, she.
why would you give that to him?
I think
They
we
saw
walked
his
out.
enthusiasm
And they
coming
just like,
in,
yeah,
and it was
he's-
just a stack of sticky notes that they gave him. And it was like, yeah, just tag the ones that you want to get.
And taking them off. I think we walked out there probably with 2 cars,
We
3
walked
cars.
out with 3 that day,
Yeah.
but there were at least 15, 20 cars that he was
That he
just tagging, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, just calm.
We didn't even talk about financing, so I don't even know if I would have got approved.
Did you know she was taking them off behind you?
No,
At
not
the
till
end.
later. Until she
At the
said, "Yeah,
end,
we
when
only
it
got
was like,
these."
oh, well, these
Here-
are the
here's
cars.
three.
I thought I had
Yeah.
a whole bunch of sticky
These
notes.
are the ones that you have left to choose from. Yeah, these ones you pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, those the
That's
one you pick.
hilarious.
The sales lady, she was walking with me the whole time, like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah,
my
you're
friend."
the
She thought you was gonna go for broke out
Yeah,
there.
right.
No.
That's hilarious.
They didn't even talk about financing. That's funny.
But then we did drive off. Like we didn't wait for them to deliver. We went down there in our own trucks and trailers
And just
pick
and
them
loaded
up,
them up, and they were just like,
ready
Yep.
to go.
yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
You don't see that every day.
Right.
Yeah, like,
It was like
even
you-
at a dealer.
We went down there in the storm and got them cars. It was like when we was going towards Pompano, it was black.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Is there a tornado coming?" And they said, "Yeah, it's probably you."
Yeah, it was like, yeah, you're the
It's probably
storm.
you.
Yeah,
You the
you're
storm. And
That's
we
great.
got them and came out.
All right, so I like to ask everybody who comes on the show this question, kind of as to wrap it up. There are 2 of you, and so you can either confer and come up with your top 3, or we can take 3 and 3 either way. But what are your 3? If you had to pick 3 mistakes or lessons that you've learned that you would love the opportunity to go back and tell your younger self to help you avoid going through some challenging things in business, what would those 3 lessons be? What would you tell your younger self, or somebody who's watching now who wants to get started?
well, for me, one, the way I feel, I believe the mistakes I've made were for a purpose.
Yeah.
So to go back and change them, then I don't feel I'll be where I am now.
Yeah. Okay. That's wise.
But one thing I would say to do more is listen earlier on. So that would be the only thing that I would say change.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I kept to myself. Even still now, I would prefer to just be me.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like, oh, I'm out. Hey, how are you? Tell me whatever. I'm not here to interact and to socialize and listen. So as far as that part, I would do that so that I can be open more to listen. But like I said, for everything else, I believe it happens for a reason.
I agree with that. Well, in that case, then I'm going to modify my question. I'm not letting you off the hook. I'm going to modify the question. What are some things that you've learned over the course of your life that you would teach somebody else who maybe doesn't know, but you think would be powerful? And you can think on that for a minute if you need a second. You can go tomorrow.
Yeah. Think about that one. That was a good one. Good one. With me, I would say network more.
That's a good one.
And the reason why I say that is because when you get into a business, a lot of people don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it because I don't want you to take my idea. You know, at the end of the day, people are going to take your idea if you started it or not. It's just how you're going to run with your idea. Yeah. So I would say networking with people, getting into the right groups, asking questions of other business owners, go to different events, talking about, you know, how can I do this, or just get some feedback, you know, and actually use that feedback that they give you. Don't just take it and put it to the side. Use it, you know, because I see when I tell other entrepreneurs what I got going on, I tell you, well, are you going to use it?
Yeah.
You know, that's the key. I didn't use it. You know, so I was like, oh, that's not going to work for me. I'm going to do it my way. But come to think of it later on, he made some good pointers.
Yeah.
You know, so I would say listen more, network with people, and everybody's a mentor when it runs a business.
That's a good line right there, too.
Everybody's a mentor because even though you do a certain type of business, business is business.
Yeah.
It's different aspects of a business, but you can use it to your advantage.
I love that. So network more, listen more, and recognize that everybody's a mentor. Everybody's something that they can say.
There's something to offer.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll agree with the first one, the network more. Cause like I said, I am. Yeah. I prefer if you let me, I will be at home all day long. Don't.
I'm the same way. So, I'm the same way. I get it.
Yeah, network. No, say that. Yeah, because everybody knows somebody.
Right. I mean, which is gotten us where we are today. Having to finally open up. But yeah, like you said, network, and I would implement things, I guess, faster. Like when someone is actually giving you the information, you've already done your research, not waiting to see, okay, let me see what happens first before I put this in. Like, so it was kind of like waiting to see if this is going to happen before. So now you're on the back end of the curve instead of ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
But,
so act a little faster.
Yeah. But I think that would be the only thing that I would change.
And don't always hesitate to tell people what your issues are in your business.
That's a good one too. That's a really good one. Because a lot of people don't do that. They don't talk about their business. You mentioned because they're afraid people might take their idea. Right. Also, sometimes because they're afraid of it being ridiculed or shot down. But they don't want to talk about the problems in their business because it can be embarrassing.
Talk about them because we have problems in our business.
Yeah, but everybody does. Yeah.
Somebody knows somebody that help you with that problem.
Yeah.
You know, getting bulk financing. You know, I put sticky notes on 15 different cars, not knowing that if I would have communicated or networked more, I could have got a bulk financing to be able to get them all.
Oh, there you go.
You know, but you have to talk about what's the problems in your business. Nobody want to talk about the problems. They want to talk about the success.
The glamour of it.
You got to learn from your problems. That's where success comes from.
Exactly. That's why I like to end this segment with this, because I think there are so many people. There's survivorship bias a little bit. You see the successful people tell their success story, but in order to be successful, they went through some stuff and made a bunch of mistakes to get there. Right. So let's talk about those things too. So that's great. I didn't know about bulk financing.
Mm-hmm. You can.
Yeah, bulk financing a bunch of cars.
You got into it.
Yeah, that's sweet.
You know, they could have funded you. 2.5 or whatever you needed to
just
get
for a whole
at.
bundle.
It's collateral.
To do whatever,
you know.
I guess that's no reason why not.
But
I never would have thought about it.
Who knows? And the information I got was from a banker that worked at a major bank. And say we can do that within a month.
Oh, hey.
I'm like, what? Yeah. Where was I?
Yeah.
But that's the problem. I always talked about the good, never the bad.
Yeah. So, in a way, talking about the bad is kind of all, like knowing the right questions to ask.
Right.
That's all.
Well, there we go. We all come right back around to learn to listen to people. That's great. All right. Well, thank you guys. Honestly, like, genuinely, loved having you guys in today. It was
Thank you.
great conversation. What would you like to tell the audience about your business? How can they get in touch with you if they want to reach out?
Well, you can get a hold of us at energeticexotics.com. You can talk to us at 888-717-5157, especially if you want to pull up to your conference, pull up to a podcast looking really nice. You can get an exotic car, you get a chauffeur. If you want to put a helicopter up there, you can give us a call. So,
Maybe not right out here.
Tell everything.
so, you know, we got private security if that was the case. If you feel like you need to be secure when you do that, just give us a call, talk to one of our agents, and we're going to make that dream come true.
Well, that's awesome. You guys heard it right there. Thank you for joining in, and we'll see you on the next episode. Hey, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of the Driven Entrepreneur Podcast. Make sure to like and subscribe. And if you enjoy content like this, sign up for our email list where you get weekly blog posts and reminders of our upcoming podcast episodes.